Hi everybody, this is the Baseball Hut, the amazing, spectacular, terrific, the great one, the people's champion, your host, the Hut, and of course, the Mets are not in first place. Mets are not in first place for the first time since April. Since June 1st, the Atlanta Braves have played 40 games above 500. Now, anyone leaving comments in here complaining about the Mets' record, understand, when one team plays as crazy as the Braves have played, and nothing's going to stop you. I mean, the Mets have to play perfect baseball, and that's what the Braves have been doing for the last 3 months. But we still have 24 games left. The Mets are going to postseason. They've had a very good season. They're going to win 100 games. If not, 97 games, 98 games. Now, they have to get this offense going, obviously, over the next couple of days. They should really call up Mark Vientos. I think I've seen enough of Darren Ruff. He's done nothing. Unless they need him to pitch in the ninth, in the 8th inning in a blowout, or a couple innings in a blowout. He has done nothing here. Nothing. Anyone complaining about the trade, that they gave up a lot. They didn't give up anything for him. The Mets need to sort of get this offense going, obviously. They have to get Pete Alonso going, and need to get Lindor going. They hit a lot of balls hard last night. They had some better at-bats, but the result is still there. But they have to kick it in gear. The one thing that concerned me even before the season started was this schedule in September. Because the teams the Mets are going to be playing are teams that they struggle to play against. The Oakland A's in Oakland. The Mets do not play well in Oakland. They're going to be going to Oakland in a couple weeks. Or next week, I think. Or 2 weeks from now. Obviously, the Mets have a bad history with the Marlins in September. The Pirates, they played terribly against the Pirates last year. So these teams, people complain, well, the Mets they have a soft schedule. Not against these teams. What's the Mets' record against these teams over the last few years? Not very good. So just keep that in mind. But we'll keep that in mind in the next couple of days. But they play the Cubs on Monday. They beat the Cubs pretty well. They play them pretty well at home. So here we go with this video. I was thinking about this with Jacob deGrom. And I saw some articles online about him. That there'll be five teams that will be probably very interested in signing him in the off season if the Mets lose him. I don't know what's gonna. Well, let's go through the teams. I've heard the Giants. The Giants have been wanting to get a big player for a long time. I don't see him going there only because of the fact that it's California. I'll put the Dodgers in that classification too. I think the Dodgers will be talking to him, but I don't think he wants to move to California. It's kind of far from where he lives in Florida. I think he lives near Jacksonville, so I don't think he wants to leave the East Coast. Two teams I think will be definitely in on him: the Houston Astros, and I certainly think the Texas Rangers. The Rangers definitely, because of the fact that they spent a lot of money last offseason. They're going to want a big pitcher on that team. They don't have a big pitcher other than John Gray. John Gray's not Jacob deGrom. And Houston, I think, will be in on him. They're always in on these big pitchers. They were interested in re-signing Justin Verlander, and that seems to have worked out pretty good for them. And then there's the Atlanta Braves, which seems to be the number one team that would want to sign him. I don't know if they'll have the money to spend to bring him in there, because they spent a lot of money on these contracts for their own players. But those guys, they didn't really, long-term, those are not crazy deals for the Braves. So I don't see the Braves really going after him and giving him maybe $45 million. Probably what he's going to be looking for a year. So I think, and I've been sort of last couple of days thinking that maybe Jacob's probably going to stay. Just due to the fact that the owner came out and said that the Mets were going to work very hard to re-sign him. So I don't think that Jacob is going anywhere. I thought for a long time that he was going to leave. I don't think so now. But we'll see. We have a season to go through. He's pitching great as always. And Mets just got to keep him healthy and get him out there every fifth day. And hopefully they'll get Scherzer back out on the mound. I think they'll get him on the mound. I think his IL stint's more precautionary than just an actual physical problem. But let me know what you think about this video. Let me know what you think about the Mets. Let me know what you think about Jacob deGrom coming back here. And I want to thank you all for coming by. Please subscribe to the Baseball Hut. Thank you. and I'll see you later.